Greetings, everybody. It's Kilo Echo 8 Oscar Uniform Oscar, and in this video I would like to show everybody how to do a voice recording. Notice that I do have ALC set for my meter. That will come into play later. We're going to enable the voice recording menu in this video. We're also going to explain how to set the transmit level, which is why we will need the ALC. And I would suggest, if you don't have that set, that you would go to short press function 2 here till you get to function 2 and change your meter to ALC. The other thing I would have you notice is, as you cycle through these, if you do not have the record setting menu, if you go through all your settings, function 1, 2, CW, and you come back and you do not have record setting menus, we need to enable that through the long menu. And I will show you where that is now so you can enable that. So let's long press the F key. And you're going to scroll down to chapter 5, verse 11, record settings, and make sure you enable that. And I'm going to step out fast to get back to this for you. Now the settings are a little funny. You see this all over YouTube. Different ways, clicking the mouse or clicking the PTT twice. It's very simple and you don't have to panic. First of all, I would suggest that you have what you're ready to say. We're going to call CQ Winter Field Day when I get there. So let's get there. First of all, let's get to this. The very first thing you need to do is to make sure that PB is not highlighted. You do not want that on. What that does is it transmits your recording. So once you've got your recording to where you want, we will assign a button. We'll assign A down here for it, and then we'll turn on the PB, which is playback or publish, I think sometimes they say, and we will show the transmit light come on when we're wanting to send that message. So the keys is this. The first thing you're going to do is get your multifunction knob on memory. We're going to end up pressing this multifunction knob 3 times. We're going to press it for memory, and it's going to blink record. Then we're going to turn it nice and slow. You don't have to worry. I'm going to turn it over to channel 1, which is CH1, and I'm going to press it again, and the record should stop blinking, I believe, where it blinks on it. But I do know this, we're only going to push the push to talk on our microphone 1 time. You're going to push it and let off. You do not have to have it keyed to make your recording. And when you're done speaking, simply hit the multifunction key again. Also, I want you to turn your volume all the way down. This is going to be important in a second, because I want you to notice that it has no effect on what you hear out of your radio. It's probably going to be very loud the first time, and we're going to adjust that. So, all right, here we go. Here's the first steps again. I'm going to press multifunction on the memory. I'm going to dial it over to channel 1. I'm going to press it again. And then I'm going to click the microphone button 1 time and say my message. And when I am done with my message, I'm simply going to hit the multifunction key again. All right, here we go. Memory, channel 1, memory, key the mic. Whiskey 8 Alpha Tango Radio calling CQ Winter Field Day. Whiskey 8 Alpha Tango Radio CQ Winter Field Day.
Whiskey 8 Alpha Tango Radio calling CQ Winter Field Day. Whiskey 8 Alpha Tango Radio CQ Winter Field Day.
All right, so we have a recording now in channel 1. The great thing about this radio is we want to be able to assign that to a button on the front, especially if we're in Field Day or POTA or some other event that we want to play that message for. So we're going to adjust the multifunction knob to the channel that we recorded, and we're going to simply press and hold A. Notice now it drops you back to the main screen, and channel 1 is your A button. And if I press channel 1, we're going to get the recording. Notice I do not have a transmit light. We are not transmitting that signal. So I want to show you that's what the PB does. So let's go back in with a short press. Come over to PB. highlight it. I am transmitting into a dummy load. I'm going to exit out of that menu. Notice when I play the message this time, we're going to get a red transmit light.
Whiskey 8 Alpha Tango Radio calling CQ Winter Field Day.
Notice I have my ALC set, so you can see that we're not over modulating, or we're not got too much mic gain, which sounds funny, but it does use a separate setting for the transmitting signal. And notice you have no volume. So let's go in and adjust that. That will be menu setting 3.1 and 3.2, and we'll simply long press the F key, and we're going to scroll back down to menu 3.1 and 3.2. So 3.1 controls how loud you hear it, no matter what the volume is. That's important if you're running headsets or in your monitor, because the volume doesn't change this signal coming in to your headset. This setting here does. I have it at 25 because when we run POTA, that's about what sounds right in all our headsets. The transmit level is 3.2 down here. I have that set at 50, and as you notice when I hit the playback, it kind of matched my transmit test from my mic gain on this radio. So that's how loud you will transmit it out. I adjust this to equal about what I do for my mic gain. So that's why I set this so it doesn't, sometimes you will hear people like barely talking, but then when they play their message, they're super loud. Well, they have this too high. Also, change your receive output level if it's too loud in your headsets or too loud on your radio or the speaker that you're using. Okay, we're going to simply exit out of this, and I will go back through here and show you one more time how to record that. And we're going to short press function until we get to our record settings. Once again, make sure we turn playback off until we get the message that we want to hear. We're going to go to memory. We're going to press memory once with the multifunction. We're going to turn to channel 1, and I'll overwrite channel 1. This time I'll call CQ POTA. And remember that you're just going to push the talk one time and let off. We don't have to keep the microphone key down. And then when we're done, we're going to press multifunction. You do not have to race through this. And I would, like I said before, I would suggest writing down what you want to say to begin with. All right, here we go. Memory, channel 1, multifunction again, key the mic, CQ POTA. This is Kilo Echo 8, Oscar, Uniform Oscar, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Key the mic. CQ POTA. This is Kilo Echo 8, Oscar, Uniform Oscar, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
As you noticed, I keyed the mic as I said it, so you heard me. But anyway, I hope that helps. I will jump out of here. This is Kilo Echo 8, Oscar, Uniform Oscar, signing off. 7-3.